Hello and greetings. Thank you for downloading Pram Educate mobile application, the leading educational app designed to keep schools, colleges, and universities seamlessly connected and synchronized with faculty, students, and parents. In this video tutorial, we will guide you through the features of faculty module and show you how to navigate the application effortlessly. This tutorial is organized into feature-specific sections to provide clear understanding and effortless navigation through each functionality. Let's log in using a demo account we've set up for you. This will allow you to explore and understand the app's features, making it easier for you to navigate when you log in with your own account. Please enter the OTP as all zeros to proceed. After logging in, you will need to accept the invitation from your institute, which you can find in your notifications. Once you accept this invitation, your homepage will be activated. For demonstration purposes, we have already activated the homepage for the dummy account by accepting the invitation from the dummy institute. Welcome to the activated faculty homepage. This homepage features 6 key sections: the header at the top, the institute selection area, classroom activities, faculty schedule, faculty attendance and leave management, and the footer at the bottom. We will start with the header. On the left side, you'll see your profile picture, your name, and below that, the label, faculty, indicating that you are in the faculty module. On the right side, there's a notifications icon from where you will receive all in-app notifications and a hamburger menu icon. The hamburger menu consists of 2 main sections, My Account and View Profile. At the top left, you'll find your profile picture, followed by your name and the unique Pram ID generated by the system, as well as your email address. Below that you will get subscription details. Further down, you can share the app with friends and family, followed by a unique offering for you or your friends to earn a 10% commission from Pram. Next, there's a section for running a quick tutorial, followed by frequently asked questions and their answers. You will also find notification preferences, the settings section, a brief overview about Pram, a section for reporting app issues, and a safety feature labeled SOS. Now, let's delve into each of these sections, starting with My Subscription, which reiterates that the faculty module is free for life. Next is the section for sharing the app directly with friends and family. The following section provides details about the affiliate partner program. After that, we have the Play Tutorial section. This quick tutorial will guide you through each feature step by step, explaining the benefits they offer. You can skip the tutorial at any time. Next is the FAQ section, where we address frequently asked questions. Following that is the Notification Preferences section, where you can adjust your settings for in-app notifications. Then, we have the Settings section, which contains 3 subsections. The first is Help, where you can get support and send feedback. The second is Content, where you can review our privacy policy and terms of use for the app. Lastly, the Account Control section allows you to log out or delete your account. Returning to the My Account page, the next section provides information about us, followed by a feature for reporting any issues you encounter in the app. We are committed to resolving these quickly. The final section is designed for safety. If you find yourself in an emergency, you can hold down the center of the red SOS circle for 2 seconds, and an SOS message will be sent to the emergency contact you have saved in your profile. Next, we will discuss how to view and update your profile. In this section, we will discuss how to view and update your profile. We encourage you to keep this information current, as it is used on your digital ID card. In the Profile section, you can update various details, including your date of birth, education, gender, emergency contact number, nationality, religion, caste, health information, and postal address. You can also upload your profile picture. Return to the home page and click on your picture in the top left corner. By clicking here in your pic, you can access your digital ID card. You can click on the ID card to flip it. Remember, to update the information displayed on your ID card, make sure to update your profile accordingly. In the footer of the page, which contains 3 icons. The first icon indicates that you are on the home page of the faculty module. The second icon is the Discover icon. By clicking on this, you can explore the features and benefits of the PRAM app, as well as access videos that explain its key advantages. The icon next to it is the Switch Role icon. This allows you to easily switch between multiple roles, such as parent, student, or home tutor. Once you have selected your institute, you can choose the classroom from the drop-down menu, followed by selecting the subjects from another drop-down. You will only see the classes and subjects that you teach, as configured by your institute in the PRAM Web App ERP. Please note that the related sections below will only become active once you have selected both a class and a subject, otherwise, they will remain inactive. Once you have selected the classroom and subject, the following sections will become active: classroom attendance, assignments, syllabus, student progress, memo, and concern management. We will explore each of these in detail, starting with classroom attendance. In the classroom attendance section, you will see the classroom and subject at the top, indicating for which attendance is being taken. Below that, the date for the attendance will be displayed. The names of the students in that class are auto-populated. By clicking Select All, you can mark all students in the class as present. You can also click on a student's photo to enlarge it, making it easier to identify them. If you uncheck the attendance box, that particular student will be marked as absent, and an absent indication will appear below the checkbox. After submitting the attendance, you have the option to modify it for up to 2 days in the past. This allows you to make any necessary corrections before resubmitting the attendance. We will now discuss how you, as a faculty member, can easily manage assignments through the app. On the assignments screen, you'll first see the class and subject you are assigned to. There are 2 subsections: Create and Send Assignments and Received Assignments. In the Create and Send Assignments subsection, you can view all the assignments you've sent to students. Each assignment shows important details such as the title, a short description, the date it was assigned, the submission deadline, the marks you've allocated, and any shared links or documents. To create a new assignment, click on the plus button in the bottom right corner. This will take you to a new screen where you'll first select the class and subject, then enter the assignment topic, description, the start and submission dates, and the marks allocated. You can also upload or attach reference documents or links. Once submitted, both students and parents will receive a notification to start working on the assignment. You can also edit or delete assignments if needed. In the Received Assignments subsection, you can review the assignments submitted by students. You'll need to select the specific assignment to view submissions. Each submission will have indicators showing whether you've reviewed and accepted the assignment or if it's pending review. You'll also see whether the submission was on time or late. You can download the student's work for review, assign marks, and add comments. If you've previously asked the student to resubmit the assignment, those comments will also be visible. Once you accept the assignment, the student will be notified of the acceptance. This feature helps streamline assignment management, making it easier for you to stay organized and engaged with your students. In the syllabus section, you can update the status of the syllabus, and also, you can add your comments. This allows you to provide feedback or make notes regarding the syllabus content and its status. Now we go back to the home page and look at the student progress section. you can record the marks that each student has achieved. You have the option to enter marks for theory, Viva, project, and practical assessments based on the semester. You can click on the student's photo to enlarge it, making it easier to identify the student for whom you are entering marks. As you enter the marks, an indicator will show whether the student has passed, based on the business rule that states a score of 35% of the total marks and above is considered a passing grade. Additionally, we have implemented best-in-class validation checks to ensure that your marks entry process is smooth and efficient. Let's go back to the home page and explore the Memos section is designed for sending instant messages to students and parents. This is a one-way communication channel, allowing only you to send messages to them, similar to how you would traditionally communicate through a school diary. You can search for a student by name and then send your message. Additionally, you can attach documents and photos to your messages. If you need to edit, delete, or copy a message, those options are also available to you. Let's go back to home page and have a look at concern management section. You can raise any concerns you have for the institution. For example, if a classroom fan is broken, hallway lights are not working, the toilet needs cleaning, or there is a foul smell in the parking area. When you enter the concern management screen, you'll see two subsections, pending concerns and resolved concerns. Pending concerns. This subsection displays all the concerns you've raised that are awaiting resolution by the institution. To raise a new concern, simply click the plus button at the bottom right corner. You can describe your concern and attach any supporting photos or documents. Once submitted, the concern is immediately updated in the pending concerns subsection, and the institution is notified instantly. You also have the option to edit or delete concerns. Resolved concerns. This subsection displays concerns that the institution has addressed. You can see all the relevant details, such as when the issue was resolved, how long it took to resolve, and any images or documents shared by the institution in response. On the home screen, we'll now show how you, as a faculty member, can view your schedule. All your upcoming lectures, including the classroom, subject and time, are displayed here. You can view your schedule for the next 15 days. If you'd like a more detailed view, simply click on View All, and you'll be directed to a new screen that provides a comprehensive breakdown of your schedule. Please note that the schedule you see will correspond to the classrooms and subjects assigned to you in PRAM ERP. Exam schedules will always appear at the top. By clicking on Exam Schedule, you'll be taken to a new screen where you can view the complete exam schedule for the class selected and organized by semesters. Let's go back to the home screen to understand faculty attendance and leave management. On the home screen, we'll now demonstrate how, as a faculty member, you can view your attendance, apply for leave, and check your leave status. You'll have a monthly snapshot view where you can quickly see the days you were present, absent, or on leave. For more detailed information on your attendance and to manage your leaves, click on View Details. This will take you to a new screen where you can view your monthly and day-wise attendance breakdown. At the bottom, you'll find two buttons, one for applying leave and another to check leave status. When you click on Apply Leave, you'll be directed to a screen with two subsections, half-day leave and full-day leave. To apply for a half-day leave, select the date, choose which half of the day you'd like to take off, add your comments, and submit. Once submitted, your leave request is sent to the institution, and you can view it under the Check Leave Status tab. Under Check Leave Status, you'll find three subsections, Pending for Approval, Approved, and Rejected Leaves. In the Pending section, you also have the option to revoke your leave request. Now, let's go back and apply for a full-day leave. Simply select the From and To dates for your leave, and you'll see a note informing you of the total number of leave days you're requesting. You can add a comment for the leave approver before submitting. After submission, you can easily check the status of your leave in the Check Leave Status tab. This brings us to the end of the faculty training module. We are confident that by using the app, your efficiency will improve and it will always keep you in sync with your educational institution, students, and parents. Happy teaching, and thank you.